Where in the world are you going to have a career or business that you are really excited about? And there's countries, there's cities, there's suburbs, there's in the country, there's in the city, there's in a house, there's in an office, there's in a commercial facility. There's lots of places to run your business, and it's a big decision because it's where you're going to be every day or most of the time. And if you're doing what you're absolutely passionate about, it's going to be a place that you want to be there most of the time. So where is it going to be? And often people ask me, what's the best place or what's the best country or where are the most opportunities? And the answer is a little bit more simple than that. What are you most excited about doing and where are you most excited about doing it? Go back another step. If you want to choose your own hours, be your own boss, work with the people that you want to work with, earn the amount of money that you want to earn. I get all excited when I talk about these things because literally that is running your own business. And so many people say, oh, you can't run a business, it's too hard, it's too complicated, you can't make any money. And of course that's not true because there's millions of successful businesses in the world, all over the world. As an exercise professional and somebody who's had the privilege of traveling all over the world and doing business as an exercise professional all over the world, did you know that humans everywhere have hearts and lungs and bones and challenges and diseases and low self-esteem and want to lose weight and want to win competitions and want to look good in their clothes? So where you want to do business is simply where are there people? And if you can add value to people's lives, I'm going to say it again, then your business will be successful. So the all-important question is, where do you want to wake up every day doing what you love? Is it at your own home? Is it in a commercial facility? Do you want to own it? Do you want to rent it? Do you have a favourite suburb that you just want to hang out in all the time? A favourite city? A favourite country? Do you want to go everywhere? And then, of course, the World Wide Web, the internet, means you can have an online business and be everywhere and you can live your life wherever you want to. So there's a lot of people who run their business from their computer, and that means they can travel all over the world, again, all over the world, and still do business, which is a great thing to consider. Do I want to have a business where I could be at my own home or at the beach or at the park or under the Eiffel Tower or at the Big Ben in London, or in Tahiti on a tropical island? Where would I love to be? And that could mean that you need an online business. If there's people that you want to interact with, certain kinds of people, then you might need to choose, yes, I've got to go there. So if you wanted to train movie stars, for example, if you wanted to do business with people who are in the movies, you might need to consider that you have to move to America. If you want to train top-level athletes or you want to be involved with sporting teams, you'd have to go where your favourite sporting team is. Those opportunities don't knock on your bedroom door and say, hey, can we come and do business with you? You probably need to go there. So there's some good things to consider. Who do I want to work with and where are they? But ultimately, where do I want to wake up every day doing business, doing my career path? And I've had the privilege, as I shared, of traveling to lots of different places. And as an exercise professional, if exercise is your business, here's some beautiful examples. I went at a very young age to America, and I did some group exercise classes and some membership consultancy contracting work. So I was responsible for putting members into health clubs. And it was really interesting because I had done that in Australia up until the age of 18. And then I went to America. And except for the accent, the language was the same. People coming to the health club had the same challenges. They wanted to lose weight. They wanted to have more energy. They wanted to be healthy. They were scared of the gym. They wanted somebody to talk to, and they wanted somebody who genuinely cared about them. So I literally picked up my skill set, tucked it into my suitcase, took it from Australia and plonked it into America, and it worked exceptionally well. I then had the opportunity to go to Europe, and I lived in a small country called Belgium, which is it's a really interesting place to live because it's a tiny country, but it has a border with France, a border with the Netherlands, a border with Luxembourg, and a water border with the UK, border with France. People speak lots of different languages. Most people spoke English. Some people didn't. But everybody was multilingual, so everyone could speak French and Flemish, or they spoke English and German and Flemish. There was this great combination of languages. And really interesting, within a couple of weeks of living there, I was managing a health club. I didn't speak most of those languages, I only speak English. But coming into the health club every day were people who wanted to lose weight, people who wanted more energy, people who wanted to fit into their clothes, people who wanted to have better self-confidence, people who had sporting goals. And I picked up my skill set from Australia, which I'd used in America, and I could use it in Belgium with people that were from all over Europe. And it was a really beautiful experience, and I could literally be an exercise professional in now 3 different continents. Cayman and I had some fun travel experiences to lots of different countries, and we did some seminars and chatting and conferences with lots of different people from lots of different countries with lots of different languages. And it was really interesting as we did those, I had those experiences, that whether it was a tiny little Asian lady that was a size 0 or a size 2, or a bigger person from Ireland, or a business person from the UK, the same concepts always came up. The same questions always come up. Please, can you help me lose weight? Please, can you help me get more energy? I want to win a sporting competition. I want to be able to play with my kids. I want to be able to fit into my clothes. And it was just a beautiful experience, and that's why I'm sharing it with you. Isn't it awesome that this product of exercise that we have as exercise professionals, we can literally give it to the world. We can do business with the world, everywhere in the world where there's people with hearts and lungs and low self-esteem and sporting competitions to be won, we can do business there. So the only really important question for you is, where do you want to do business? Do you want to travel? Can you travel all over the world as an exercise professional? Yes. Do you want to have a home studio and never have to leave your home ever? Is that possible? Of course, yes. There are so many people that literally walk out of their bedroom into their studio, train people, create wow experiences for people in their neighborhood, and they have a very successful, profitable business, and they never have to drive their car, they never have to get onto the motorway or public transport, or they just get to work from home. Can you do that? Of course. Do you want to have a beautiful gym? Do you want to have a beautiful studio? Do you want to have a chain of studios? Would you like to have a chain of health clubs around the world? Is that possible? Of course. You might want to have a chain of health clubs where you travel to different countries all the time. So you pick your top 10 favourite countries and open up a health club in each one of those. Can you do that? Of course. Is it possible? Are people doing it? Yes. So there's everything from never have to leave your home to never be at home. The interesting one in the middle is cruise ships or resort hotels or 5-star hotels around the world. If you want to travel and or see a different country every day or spend a little bit of time in each country, there are so many opportunities for exercise professionals literally all over the world in 5-star hotels and on cruise ships. And if you thought that 2020, 2021, 2022, that the cruise ship industry would come to an end, I have never seen more advertising for cruise ship travel since the beginning of 2022. So obviously the industry is back on track. And if you want to travel the world as an exercise professional on a cruise ship and do business on a cruise ship, you can. Isn't that awesome? So stay at home, never go home, travel all over the world, have an online business, have your own studio, have a chain of health clubs. It doesn't matter. The only thing is you've got to decide, because there is two things to consider. One is you can't ride 2 horses with one bum. And if you can't decide what to do, you probably end up doing nothing. So sometimes it's a good idea to just get going. And you might find that you open up a home studio and you really want to travel. Or you go traveling and you really want to come home. But that's the beautiful thing about this skill set. When you know how to get people healthy, you know how to get people strong, and you know how to communicate information effectively, you can do that anywhere and you can change. So people say, well, what's your business plan, or what's your goal, or what do you want to do? All I ever knew was that I wanted to help people to be healthy, fit and strong. I didn't really know where I wanted to do it. So Everywhere in Australia has been a great place for me. Everywhere in the world has been a great place for me. I've now chosen to live in the beautiful country of New Zealand, and I just am I'm so full of gratitude and appreciation that this fantastic career path that I've chosen has given me the opportunity to be able to work everywhere in the world. Now, the other interesting thing is when it comes to business skills, everything I've ever done in every country, it hasn't just been about blood pressure, training people, group exercise classes, how to get people into great shape, how to lose weight, and how to be healthy, fit and strong for the rest of their lives. There's been a major component of business skills. It's been really important for me as an exercise professional to be really good at business. So if you want to go to the USA, for example, and add value to a business, probably the headspace difference between Australia and the USA was very competitive to get memberships for a health club. It was very competitive to make sales. Now, I didn't find it to be a challenge, and I'll rephrase that. I loved the challenge. I did never find it to be any hassle at all, because I wanted to help people to join the gym to get healthy, fit and strong. But there was a fair bit of pressure there to make sure that you knew what you were doing. I had to produce sales, I had to produce income, I had to produce profit, I had to help the business grow. Running a health club in Belgium was really interesting because there was different tax laws and different HR laws and different marketing ideas and marketing in a different language and or 4 different languages. But the fundamentals of business the same runs across the world. There are different rules and regulations in different countries, and there might be different cultures and different mindsets. But ultimately, a business is find a problem, find the solution, or give people the solution and create a wow experience. And if you understand how business works, you can take that skill set and apply it everywhere. One of the only things I have never done in my career path is a cruise ship career as an exercise professional, and I have no regrets in my life, but I certainly, because I didn't know that you could go and be an exercise professional on a cruise ship. Otherwise I would have, and I might still be there now, because what a great way to live your life. Travel the world, meet different people all of the time, and literally you're in a different country every day on most cruise ships. But the thing with going on a cruise ship, again, it's not just about training people. You have to have intense business skills. And when you go to the Steiner Academy, who are the people who train you for cruise ship, as an exercise professional for cruise ships, one of the reasons why Max exercise professionals go to Steiner for a very short period of time is the training there is predominantly sales training, predominantly business skills. So there's 2 parts. Where do you want to work? And if you want to, anywhere that you want to work in the world, you can. But there are 2 lots of skill sets that you need to have for any business or any career path. But one is you have to be good at the skill of whatever the business is. So if you're an exercise professional, you've got to have the skill of being able to train people to be fit and strong. If you're an accountant, you've got to be able to do the books. If you're a doctor, you've got to help people get healthy or stop them from getting sick. But the business skills are just as important, because you can't help people if you don't have a business. You can't help people if you don't know how to grow somebody else's business. So even if you think I never want to run my own business, you're only valuable to somebody else's business if you can help that business grow. And I just think that's awesome, because it means there's opportunity for you everywhere in the world, literally in the world. So do you want to have a gym? Do you want to have a training studio? Do you want to have a commercial facility? Do you want to be a mobile trainer? Do you want to be on cruise ships? Do you want to have a chain of clubs? Do you want to work from home? Do you want to be online? Do you want to have a boot camp? Do you want to have people who come to you and come camping and then you exercise with them? So we could do some boot camping. Do you want to take people hiking? Do you want to take people surfing? Do you want to rehab people from injury? Remember that the human body will break down and does get injured all over the world. So if you want to be an exercise professional who specialises in injury prevention and or fast recovery, then you can do that all over the world. Do you want to train elite sports people? Do you want to train community sports people? People play sport all over the world. One of the beautiful things about traveling, and it's something that I've noticed very specifically with my Max exercise professionals who have gone on cruise ships or who have travelled the world, they come back from that travel so much more open-minded, with so much more life experience, with so much more logic and common sense and knowledge about how the world works. Sometimes if we just stay in one place, we get a bit closed-minded. So if you're not going to travel, make sure that you're keeping your education up. Yes, please. You have a lifetime education with Max, and whatever it is that you want to do. You might say to me, Rowie, I want to have a home studio. You open your home studio and then you say, I want to go travel the world. That's why we have a lifetime education. So whatever it is that you want to do throughout your career path, there's always somebody to give you advice, support, cheer for your success, coach you through the process, help you with the ongoing skills that you need to do whatever it is that you want to do. Isn't it awesome that life has given you such a great opportunity? There are very few life skills, career skills that you can literally take with you all over the world. And sometimes I use these examples. If you cut hair, you can work anywhere in the world. If you can make beautiful food, or if you can make coffee, you can work anywhere in the world. If you're an exercise professional, you can work anywhere in the world. If you've got computer skills, you can work anywhere in the world. But what's really interesting about being an exercise professional is this beautiful skill set of being able to help people to be fit and strong. Doesn't matter what people do, everybody needs to be fit and strong. So not everybody needs to have a specialist medical professional. Not everybody needs an IT person. Some people don't get their hair cut. Some people don't drink coffee. But everybody needs to be healthy, fit and strong. And I think everybody deserves to have an exercise professional to help them, don't you? Don't we deserve to have a coach? Don't we deserve to have somebody that is totally 100% dedicated to us achieving our goals? So if you want to be an exercise professional anywhere in the world, any suburb, any city, any country, at home, in a studio, at a 5-star hotel, on a cruise ship, online, you can do it. You can be an exercise professional anywhere in the world. Most important, whatever it is that you want to do, please take note that your Max exercise professionals from around the world, everybody that's been educated with Max, that's gone anywhere in the world, has access to lifetime education. And this is a special reminder, whether you are graduated, whether you graduated 20 years ago, remember we've been going since 1989, or whether you've just started the program now, wherever you are in the world, wherever your career path takes you, you have ongoing coaching support. We're here every day to answer questions, and wherever you want to go and wherever you want to open your business in whatever fashion you want to have it, please know that there's people here to make sure that it's possible. One of my most exciting things to do is come to the opening of your studio, or to see your new website come up for the opening of your online business. Or I would love to come and visit you wherever in the world that you open your exercise business, or wherever you are working. You can do whatever you decide to do. There are people to help you. You've got a lifetime education, and please don't let somebody steal your dream. Life is too short or too long to be stuck somewhere that you don't want to be. And one of my favorite expressions, you're not a tree. You can uproot yourself and go and work wherever you want to at any time. You can have a career path or a business anywhere in the world. Woohoo!